This whole thing with passing the fire to obviously a smaller skeleton, which would be a child, and then you have the whole symbols up above them, right? I'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Keto by BioTrust. People are trying to take advantage of the hottest diet trend of 2023 called Keto 2.0. The easiest way to get in with Keto 2.0 trend is to elevate the ketones and support weight management with this amazing keto mix. This powder supports elevated ketone levels in the body, which in turn supports weight management, appetite management, and healthy metabolism. Order this amazing by going to ketowithnatalie.com, or there's a link in my description below, ketowithnatalie.com. Muchachos y muchachas. Okay, so Target, let's talk about it, right? And yes, we're going to talk about the graphic designers that lean towards the Satan themed designs and all these things that did collaborate with Target. That is a fact, right? But I want to start out with the most optimistic point. The most optimistic talking point is the fact that our consumer pushback, our cancel culture, and us standing our ground is actually working. It's illustrative. It happened with Bud Light, and now it seems to be working with Target. Well, what's going on? Because Target had a whole merchandise section for an entire month. You guys know what we're look at your calendars. We're upon the month of June. Not only is it my birthday month, but it's overridden with all of these, parades and celebratory things, right? Celebrating what people do behind a closed door. Okay. That's basically what it is. Anyway, so bringing it back, Target designed this entire line of, garments and constructions of no parts and things like this that are out in the open. Families are walking around, children are walking around, you know what I mean? And the consumers are pushing back, and it seems to be that it is working. What exactly happened? Well, we're going to take a look. If you just hold on to your butt, secure your wig, stay right there. We're going to go through it. What's up, guys? Oh, yes, we got the bang snipped. We got a little look going on. Anyway, let's get into Target. I want to jump straight into this because there's so much to cover. So I first got alerted about this whole thing by this tweet right here. This is by 𝘏𝘶𝘮𝘢𝘀, I think, yeah. And in which she has a whole picture of the swimsuit that I mentioned at the very beginning in the intro, where her tweet reads, "Thanks to Target, I found the perfect swimsuit for creeping out all of the women and children at the pool this summer. Can't wait to tuck my no part into this little number while sipping on a Bud Light." Obviously, 𝘏𝘶 is trolling. She is a comedian, for those of you that don't know. Now, this is a literal picture of a Target department, okay? This is a swimsuit. Look at the background. This looks like the women's department, right? You got some mannequins in the background wearing dresses and satchels and things like this. And then you have this onesie bathing suit, or this one-piece bathing suit, whatever, in which you look at the tag where it says TUCK friendly construction, extra surface area, material for all these things, right? So obviously, and if you look at the background, once again, this is like, as soon as you enter Target, there's maybe like they have like this dollar section. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, there's like this little section for like seasonal dollar things. And then right after that, you see all of the departments. And usually this is like one of the first departments that you see upon focal point, right? So again, this is right upon your entry to Target, right? Now, what is going on? Because a lot of people, and now this was not the only tweet that I've seen. I've seen other people going through the Target department and, basically going through the merchandise for Pride 2023. A lot of people are rightfully outraged. This is righteous anger, right? Because this is like right in front of your children. It's like not only infiltrated in the curriculum and the school curriculum and TV shows, cartoon shows, and then like all of these other things. Now it's like all of this stuff is trying to get normalized, right? So it's like, I think everybody feels the pressure to stand up. Otherwise, it is now at your front door. What are you going to do, right? So a lot of people are rightfully outraged. Now, we all have heard about what has happened to to Bud Light. And because of this, I believe is why Target is having these emergency meetings, as I have heard through the grapevine. Now, this is 𝘵𝘫𝘮𝘀 saying on May 17th, Target had a $74.29 billion market cap. As of today, it's now $65.95 billion. You know what that means? The Target satanic 𝘍𝘗𝘗 boycott has already shaved off more than $8 billion off the company value. Bud Light only lost $4 billion in the first week, so this is twice as bad. Okay, so this is what 𝘵𝘫𝘮𝘀 is reporting. Now, I have no cognition of markets and things like this. I'm just letting you guys know I'm not going to talk on things that I don't know of. So if this is true, this looks really, really bad. Now, is this what has Target shaking in their little space boots, right? Because Target actually removed all of this merchandise from the front and moved it to the back. Now, we're going to get to a video that I actually found today because if this is true, it still doesn't really improve things. The merchandise is still there, to be honest with you. That's just my personal opinion. It says, this is from CNN Business. There's certain articles why I choose CNN, because they have to report what's really going on sometimes, right? But I'm gonna actually call out a little bit of what I believe to be a lie. So it says Target is removing some Pride merchandise after anti-𝘍𝘗𝘗𝘓𝑝s. I'm going to call that the 𝘍𝘗𝘓𝑝s, the anti-𝘍𝘗𝘓𝑝s threaten staff, right? That's what it basically says. And it says Target on Wednesday said it's removing some products that celebrate the month after the company and its employees became a focus of volatile anti-𝘍𝘗𝘓𝑝 campaign. Okay. The thing is, like, I don't think people are physically threatening these staffers. Okay. But I think generically, especially people on the conservative side, they know that, the staff have, yes, they work there at Target, but they're not the designers and the merchandiser. You know what I mean? Like the corporate leads who are deciding all these things, merchandising all these things, arranging for the designs, things like this. They're just simply stocking things. Doesn't make it any better, right? I'm sure that some of these staffers don't agree with. I'm just saying, right? All this to say, I don't think like our side are going into the stores and threatening the staff is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so it says Target said it removed from shelves items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. And it says for a decade, which it has, like Target has celebrated this upcoming month of these events for a long time. And I remember this has actually come up before. And I think it's finally in 2023 where we're actually putting our foot down and saying, no, we're not going to take it anymore. Like, you either take this back, or you stop putting this stuff out there, or we're just gonna completely tank your ship. We're not having it anymore, right? Because we've actually seen these children's sections year after year do this. It's incrementally gotten bad as the years progress, but I think this year is the year where we're like, no, we're not taking it anymore. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys this video right here. So this is what do they call Austin citizens? Are y'all Austinians? This Austin resident here went into her local Target, and this is what she found in the back, because they had to move, as we saw through the CNN article, they had to move all this merchandise in the back. But take a listen to this.
So I'm here in Austin, Texas. It's been moved because here's where it used to be. We found the Pride section. It's in the very back of the store. So I'm here in Austin, Texas. It's been moved because here's where it used to be. We found the Pride section. It's in the very back of the store. It's been completely rearranged, and I didn't think that these were true. Look closely. It says light binding effect for light binding here at Target for your kids. Racks of the baby ones, toddler pride leggings, the toddler tutu for all your kids going to pride parades with drag queens. It's just disturbing. You know, I'm glad they moved it to the back of the store because no kid should be seeing this in front. Here's the tucking one-piece bathing suit hidden in the back. And here's another one. Here's the tucking bottoms to the matching binding bathing suit top. The 4th of July section.
Oh!
They love America.
Oh, no.
Do you see her?
It is genuinely so upsetting that 4th of July are a scarcity nowadays. Like, you really, I don't know about you, I mean, but I take a lot of pride in my red, white, and blue, and I started earlier this year to like start collecting 4th of July or patriotic themed items, and it's hard to find, to be honest with you. Like, it has become a scarcity. Now let's get into some of these designers. So you guys saw it for yourself. Now these things are allegedly located in the back of the Target, right? But let's take a look at some of these designers. This is where Target has outreach to some of these graphic designers that said, hey, we need your help. Can you please design some things? Now, here's the thing, like, there's just a theme to this. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. There's a theme. I'm not saying that their artistic skills are not you know, that they aren't I don't know what, that they could use this a different way, perhaps, right? Not by incorporating devils and Baphomets and, you know, all these weird looking things, especially with these mermaids that have the chichas all out and things like this. But this is one of them. This is Humberto Cruz, who is an artist that teamed up with Target to design baby clothes. These are the clothes. Yeah. So he designs baby clothes. Let's take a look at the Target website, right? So this is target.com. And here he is right now. Here he is right here. This is his stuff. Humberto Cruz. Okay. I believe he's actually also designed things for Becky G. I'm not sure, but this is and yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's very childlike. You see mermaid with the pit hair. You also see a lot of like weird things like the pentagram and this devil right here and then another devil. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff. You know, I'm not going to completely 100% demonize one's artistic skills. Themes that are embedded in it, like right here, like obviously you are making fun of the whole Balenciaga thing by having the teddy bears in the you know, bondage stuff, lots of pentagrams, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not going to completely like down somebody for right, their artistic skill, what they draw. It's what they draw with it. So when I'm seeing a lot of devils and, you know, the BDSM type stuff, and then, you know, and then you're designing children's wear, I mean, I'm just going to say it's kind of weird. Okay. I'm just going to say it's really, really weird. Now, there was another designer, and this is the most controversial designer, actually the first one that I saw that drew a lot of controversy. His name is 𝘏𝘶𝘮𝘢 UK, and the controversy with this designer is the fact that, actually, let me go to the website because it, yeah, you won't pull up, will you? So let's go to the website instead. So this is the website. Let's see if this Instagram actually loads. It's just kind of crazy that it won't load right now. Okay, but anyway, website's the same thing. Okay. Lots of these little pastel images on the Instagram, a lot of enamel things, a lot of buttons, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of merch. Let me try to open this in another tab. This is crazy. It's just this one tab that will not have it for me. So let me try to do it on this tab right here. All right. Let's wait for that to hopefully pull up. There it goes. Okay. There was like a bug on the other tab. But basically, this guy has a lot of, you know, Baphomets. You guys can see this right here. This is the homepage of the website. It says Satan respects pronouns at Brelin, upside down pentagram. And you see, here's the thing, like, if you don't want to be called a Satan worshiping 𝘍𝑚𝘠𝑚𝘠𝑚𝘠, right? Like, if you don't want to be called that, then don't design things like this, right? Don't design things in the name of Satan and upside down pentagrams. I want to show you guys the Instagram because there is a weird little post there that has, here it is. Here's the Target collaboration. So here's the thing, like, these type of colors, like if I were 6 years old, if I were a tween, again, like these colors would absolutely attract me. Okay. I cannot imagine how hard it is to be a tween, teen, you know, kid growing up in today's day and age with the colors and people like continuously submerging them into this culture where it's pervasive, but not only pervasive, it's pervasive with sugar-coated things on top, right? Like, look at this. Like, I'm saying, like, as if I were a kid, because, you know, I was attracted to pastels and girly things and things like this, right? So I would be attracted to these type of colors and designs if I were a kid. So now you got transitioning is something, right? But basically glorifying all of these, you know what? You see it in front of you. You see it in front of you. All the potions and the needle and the tabs, right? I'm being very careful with my words, as you can see here. This one is the one that creeps me out the most. The fires of today's Transformer Optimus Prime adults, right? The fires of today's Optimus Prime adults. Basically that fire being passed over to this kid. And this is creepy. This is creepy because obviously the skeletons are there to not show a race. It's not there to show an age, right? Because even if you look at a skeleton, if you're not some sort of like, what are they called? Paleontologist, or, you know, those scientists that can determine and delineate the age of a skeleton. If you're not that type of scientist or whatever, basically skeletons, you can't tell the race, the age. Immediately you can't tell the sex unless you have like a special perception for that. Like, I don't have that skill. So this just looks like an adult skeleton to me, right? And now the point that I'm trying to get to is this whole thing with passing the fire to obviously a smaller skeleton, which would be a child, and then you have the whole symbols up above them, right? Boy, girl. This used to be like the sex symbols. Boy, girl. Now it's like mixed up, and then it's got the upside down cross with the church stained the color stained windows for the church. It's just creepy. It's just creepy. Passing the fires down, like the whole thing with sexuality and children passing the fire down, an adult talking about that fire. Like, it's just weird to me, right? Like, am I wrong? This is strange that illustration even exists. Okay. Let's see what else. Visibility without protection is a threat. Okay, so looks a little violent to me. Okay, so anyway, you guys kind of get the picture. You are seeing the Instagram for yourself. You guys can go to the Instagram and look, by a witch. And this actually, it says like gay witch, bisexual witch, lesbian witch, poly, whatever witch. Like, it just basically has the same thing, the same little pentagram with this little thing changed with each slide. I mean, this stuff is just really out to preview. Now, I tried to search for this designer on Target. This archive right here, it looks to be that they did have something at one point, but now it's not there anymore. Let me just plug this into. See, it's a target URL. You've got the graphic designer, you've got the special tag. Look, see, it wants to load something, but then it shows up like 0 results at the end of the day. So I think that that's interesting that they had to pull all that. That the moral of the story is that your pushback is effective. Okay, so don't get red pill. Don't get black pilled so easily. These things. Have to stand your ground. This is illustrative of all of us standing our ground as a collective, right? So if we keep doing this, if we value of our dollar and how, you know, we're basically not going to take it anymore. We're going to stand on our moral ground. This will happen. But anyway, I just thought that that was interesting that there were Satanists, leaning type of graphic designers. Like I said, like, you know, I just want to make it clear that I don't think that they are not talented or skillful, because I think that that would be dishonest of me. I think that they are using it for a power that they don't understand, and they could use it better if it were for God's glory, instead of using it to promote Satanism and all of these crazy things. So, you know, I'm not going to just blast someone for their work, but it is definitely concerning and weird that they're using that to target children, to use pastels, and to design children's wear, when all of their other things, just like, you know, Balenciaga had the whole bears and the gear and all the harnesses and all these things. Like, it's weird that these same type of people are designing things for kids, right? So anyway, with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments below. This is all just so weird, but hey, like I said, your power is illustrating itself to work if you just stand your ground. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I will catch you in the next one, and I love you. Bye-bye.